go?
I feel fine. I feel watched.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character and what you can tell us about what role you play?
My character's named Quentin Freddy. I'm a conspiracy theorist who is investigating some gigantic national event. And my research, basically I have a personal connection to what happened at the event. And my research takes me to no event. And it's pretty close to who I am as a human being. So it's pretty great. Oh yeah, because it was like that, I'm sort of used to the unwashed conspiracy theorist man. I get that a lot. Bearded man as well.
Bearded man.
Yes.
Nice.
Now,
Nice.
did you were you ever a viewer of the Heroes when it was still on? And have you gone back to rewatch it and listen to that?
Absolutely. I was a big fan of the first season. I watched the first season. I mean, like, I watched the first season, and it's like, and it's incredible. And since, I mean, of course, getting the job, then it's like, better bone up. Like, better figure this out. And it's amazing. The mythology is really interesting. And it took the superhero genre seriously way before anybody else did. Because especially at the time, it's like, now we have, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's like everything's superheroes. But back then, even in 2005, 2006, there was hardly any superhero movies.
Spawn was like the only show besides Heroes that was in that territory.
Yeah. And so it's pretty... Watching then also the genre of like superhero-based sci-fi like really change over time, and Heroes Reborn kind of jumps ahead. Like the 5 years difference between Heroes and Heroes Reborn really shows. Like that's even what Tim was saying. It's like it took a long rest and then it came back like wiser, and it's a more muscular, intense show. And so we've been calling it a post-apocalyptic thriller, which has been it's very exciting.
So you think it's been informed by the superhero phenomenon that's going on right now?
It's very different. Like, because Heroes, the original Heroes was kind of like about the powers and people discovering themselves, which was really cool, and watching people grow up with these powers and how it informs who they are as people and about their families and their friends and like the kind of drama that ensues. But Heroes Reborn is sort of about the world in terror. Of now that the fact that people know that there are powers, that people have superpowers, it's like, how would governments react? Like, how would normal people react, knowing that certain people technically were more advanced than you? Like, maybe even like evolutionarily based, more advanced than you. And that's kind of, it's hard if you're like me, like a normal, you know what I mean? That's hard for you, because some guy can fly. He's just like, I gotta drive my car, you know what I mean? It's just like, I work at the post office. And the guy's just like, I'm a human spider. And it's just like, it's crazy. And so there's a lot, I feel like that because of that, the show is much more dangerous and intense. And it's very dark. We're dark knighting the Heroes original series.
So who will your character interact with?
Honestly, I'm not totally sure. There's many different connections. Mainly, I'm paired with Noah Bennett at the very beginning. I find him while he's trying to live a normal life, and I kind of ruin that for him. And then, I mean, we're kind of paired for a while, but the storylines kind of go all over the place. And there's stuff I haven't read, and also I'm not totally sure what I can say because I signed a stack of papers. That was like 3 inches thick.
A Primatech maybe?
What?
A Primatech perhaps?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the environment when you first meet everybody?
Well, there is an inciting incident that drives the beginning of the series. It's pretty intense. It starts in Heroes Reborn starts in a dark place. And it's one of those things where it starts in a dark place, and before things get lighter, it's going to get a lot darker. But I don't even mean that. It's not depressing. It's just, it's action. There's a thing now where because the whole world's now aware that some people have superpowers, it's like now they're all coming out of the woodwork, and it's creating a lot of chaos.
And based on what we know, it seems that you were working a lot with with Noah and so. What can you talk about that dynamic about?
So much fun to work with him. It's sort of like do you remember Jonathan Rhys Davies from the Indiana Jones trilogy? It's kind of like that's kind of me to him. It's like I'm him to Noah Bennett, and it's a lot of it's great. you get to see two different worlds. You get a dude who sort of lives in his basement and on his computer get attached to essentially a hyper deadly government assassin / secret agent who is deadly serious, and you kind of watch that friction happen, which is great.